What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. And in this moment, we're going to discuss the Dallas Mavs. And for this reason, man, it's a two people special. It's not even just about Luka Dončić. It's more so about my main man, Kyrie Irving, and how the Dallas Mavs have figured out how to unlock Kyrie Irving's true potential. But before I continue to talk about that, I want to ask you guys to do me a huge favor. Hit the like button, keep your boy in these algorithms, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel so you guys can continue to get the latest when I drop my videos. Thank you so much for the love and support. Back to the video. Dallas Mavericks, man, they were my dark horse. And I'm not saying that because I stay here in Dallas, because I've seen seasons where, I just knew from the rip where it wasn't going to go anywhere. And I felt that way last year. And I felt that way going into this year because I felt like the chemistry with Luka and Kyrie, they were experimenting on who they wanted to finish, who turn was it. But I feel like the more and more that these guys have spent bonding with one another, because that's one of the things that unlock Kyrie Irving. You have to be authentic with him. You have to be truthful and you have to be honest. He's going through a lot of stuff from playing with other players, right? I'll let you guys guess. He's going through a lot of stuff. And I just feel like at this point, all this man wants is a true teammate or teammates. Yes, he can be a little wonky. Yes, he has a different philosophy from a lot of people in the world, but that's what makes a person unique. You guys do know that trends are set by unique people. Fashion is set by unique people. Statements, quotes, everything that makes the world go around are set by unique people. That means that you have to be different. You have to think outside the box, because that what makes you yourself. That's what makes you great. The same thing with Elon Musk, Tesla, all of this stuff, right? Zuckerberg, you name them, Bill Gates, it doesn't matter. If they were the same as the masses, they would not have broken through to give such great technology to this world. And I'm not saying that Kyrie Irving is up there with them, but Kyrie Irving, Kanye West, Donald Trump, whatever you call it, people who think outside of the box are the people that are either severely hated or, universally loved. And that's just how it goes. So the Dallas Mavericks, man, had a phenomenal game 3. Looks like they're going to close this series out. They have another home game, I believe, Sunday. And I just can't wait to see, how this is going to look, because yes, Luka Dončić, if Joker does not get the MVP vote, I think that, which he does have the vote. I mean, if he's not selected, I think that they're going to go with Luka Dončić, man, because this guy has improved. You know what I'm saying? He seems to have gotten out of his way. He seems to take the game seriously. He seems to play more defense. You know what I'm saying? Whatever Jason Kidd is doing, it's working. You know what I'm saying? Jason Kidd, won the last championship. I believe the first championship, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know in the comment section. But the championship run in 2011, Dirk Nowitzki, Jason Terry, Jason Kidd, all those guys, man. Jason Kidd was a part of that. So he knows what it takes. And Jason Kidd strikes me as a guy that knows how to work within personalities, which he had to go through and probably decipher Luka's and Kyrie's, and probably sit them both down and just have a heart-to-heart and get them to work together. You see the joyfulness coming from Luka spreading into the team, and it's affecting Kyrie Irving because Kyrie Irving is more joyful. He seems happy. You know what I'm saying? That, to me, that's where I give Mark Cuban his kudos, man. Got to give him his flowers because he's a player's person. I know he owns a lot, so I have to say he's a player's person. We see him do a lot of good in the community throughout the NBA world. Seems like he's going to listen. He knows how it feels to not have anything. I don't think he got rich until he actually turned 29. So he knows how it feels to be at the bottom and people kicking you. And when you see all of the NBA organizations that have possessed Kyrie Irving, they didn't do the best job because they make it seem like he wants his way. No, he just wants to be heard. He just wants to be understood. So you go to an organization that's not going to turn your back on you because you didn't want to get a jab, or judge you because of what you're posting or tweeting, which was a link to something that Jeff Bezos should have been held responsible for. Mark Cuban understands the Black Lives Matter movement. He understands, the LBGT support. He understands so many things. That's what makes a lot of groups of people, ethnicities, like and love Mark Cuban. Kyrie Irving has never had a team that went out their way to make sure he was comfortable, cooking for him during Ramadan, making sure everything was good, because they know if this guy is good, right? If this guy is firing off on all cylinders, then that means that the team is good. I had this funny thing. I was talking to my guy. I said, if you feed Kyrie's ego, he will be your hero. And it looks like that's what's happening with the Dallas Mavs. Now, I don't know what happened with the first game. Obviously, they said that they planned for Kawhi Leonard, which in my opinion, and we'll get to more of this, Kawhi Leonard should have set out this series. I think that they played better when he was, on the side in street clothes. That's just what I think. I think it was more flow. Because of his presence, they're going to give him the ball first. He is the star of the team, technically. And, I just don't think that they match up well with him in this series, because they seem to be doing well without him. That doesn't mean that you can't play him in spurts. I just think for the most part, you have enough firepower to, sustain throughout this first round. But either way it goes, I find myself rooting for the Dallas Mavs more. But I would have liked to see, if it still happens, I would like to see Russell Westbrook go far and get, a ring. But based off how they're playing in the first round, they're not going to be able to sustain throughout the playoffs. And I have more faith in the Dallas Mavs. I have more faith in that coach. I have more faith in Luka. And we see that Luka Dončić, man, he's just hooping, man. He put up 22 points. He's yelling at the crowd. He's having fun. Kyrie Irving matches him with 21 points shooting. I mean, Kyrie Irving has a sweet shot. That's why I still kind of get frustrated to this day, because everybody talks about the block that was heard around the world. What about the shot? I mean, the shot literally won the championship. I mean, the block set it up, but the shot won the championship, man. And I think that Kyrie Irving plays well with the same style as LeBron James, because Luka Dončić knows how to control the game as such. And I'm just happy to see Kyrie Irving, man, hooping, man. The media's out of his business. He can be a full-time father, an NBA player, and have his beliefs, because we all believe in things that may not make sense to the next person. So why are we beating up on someone who has their own beliefs? There are so many things going wrong in this world, and we judge a man like Kyrie Irving. You know what I mean? So I just feel like this, man. The Dallas Mavs have the potential, in my eyes, to be a sneaky dark horse. So just watch, because they figured out how to unlock Kyrie Irving. And I want to talk about the Clippers, man. The Clippers are literally the same team. They cannot get past Luka Dončić no matter what supporting cast he has. Now, his supporting cast that he has now, they're pretty good. The PJ Washington situation, I forgot the other pickup, but man, they're hooping. You know what I'm saying? They're looking good. I like the 2 7-footers that they have, that they rotate. The Dallas Mavs are looking good, but the Los Angeles Clippers, man, they have too many of the same personalities, in my opinion. These cats be wanting to get together just because they're from LA. Sometimes you need a dog from Detroit or a goon from Chicago type of personality to blend with an LA vibe, because Kawhi Leonard is a San Diego native, I believe, or some type of LA native. I can't remember. Paul George, James Harden, Russell Westbrook. Now, I admire Russell Westbrook's, his energy and all that, but he was tripping last night. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was getting mad because Luka Dončić was busting that ass. Getting mad, pushing people. Russell Wilson, you look like a big, spoiled kid that was losing your cool. And I'm a Russell Westbrook fan. Excuse me if I said Russell Wilson. I did a report about him earlier today, so sorry about that. But, man, Russell Westbrook was on that floor pouting, throwing his hands up, pushing people. He's always pushing somebody and never doing nothing. Like Russell Westbrook, if you don't hit nobody already, sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? It's competitive. I get it. Emotions flare. But I don't think that PJ Washington deserved to be kicked out the game. I think that Russell Westbrook was in the wrong. Obviously, you can see he was frustrated. They were losing. He just got to chalk it up, man. It's one of those games. James Harden, He plays decent basketball, but they did too much to lure him there. It's just one of those situations where, you know, I get it. You know, Ty Lue feels like he can manage these brothers. Well, one, I don't think it's always as good to have a team full of brothers. I think that you should mix it up. You should have a little international here, a little Caucasian there, because let's be honest, man, we are super athletic as black people, but sometimes our strong suit isn't, you know, shooting the ball or being a sharp shooter or being a catch and release type of guy or being a post up, whatever. Like it's different mentalities for different skill sets. And what I'm getting at is it's the same skill sets with the Los Angeles Clippers. Everybody wants to be ISO one-on-one. You know what I mean? Like, I get the hustle energy from Russell Westbrook, but they got him coming off the bench. In my opinion, I think that you should sub Russell Westbrook and James Harden in and out, and I think that you should sub Kawhi Leonard and PG in and out. I don't think that all of them being on the court together is working. I think that the most well-polished Clipper right now, in my eyes, on some nights, is Norman Powell. Norman Powell is a true pro. He hoops. No matter what time of the year I see Norman Powell, he always jumps off the screen. Him and Terrence Mann, to me, they play a good brand of basketball together. And Ty Lue, he may have bitten off more than he could chew with the James Harden trade, but you know, these type of things happen, and anything can happen in a game 4. But I feel like with a well-greased machine with the Dallas Mavs, that they're just going to go more far. So that's my opinion on that. You guys weigh in with your thoughts, comments, and concerns. Hopefully the Dallas Mavs can show up and continue to press forward. Dallas Maverick fans, weigh in with your thoughts, comments, and concerns. And LA Clippers fans, weigh in with your thoughts, comments, and concerns. You may be sent home the first round. At least you guys are getting a new arena. So weigh in with your thoughts, comments, and concerns. If you found any value to this video, I ask that you do me a huge favor, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel for future content, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much for the love and support. Like always, let me know how you charge the game. Peace.